Hey there guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm about to share with you my 50,000 coin budget team. Now you don't have to go and build it exactly the way you see it, but please do take away some of the players I'm about to showcase. My good god, time, finesse shots outside of the box with some of these players. It is flying in consistently. You need to get it into your game. Leave a like, and if you are needing game codes or anything game related, head over to g2a.com, use the code FUJI on that site to get a discount. And if you are wanting to pick up FIFA 19, there's a promo going on right now. Use the code FUJI, link in the description to that. FIFA 19, Xbox, PS, Origin, all that good stuff. And let's go and see the team. So at this moment in time, the market is a little unstable. EA have only recently released the Champions League promo SBC, and it's caused regular rares to shoot up to 1,000 coins. So give or take like 10,000 when you're building this team. 50k is what I'm gonna title it as, but it may cost 60, it might even cost 40 depending on when you're looking to put it together. But I did mention at the start, you don't have to build the side exactly. It's just something that worked well for me, and I've been loving the 4-2-3-1, so I decided to give the 4-2-2 a go, and it's a nice variant. Having those two CDMs, the back four, it does work very, very well. And then when we go over to the clips, I can give you some recommendations on other players that you could possibly use in this team to save some coins, and I want to really go over the ones that are the standout players. So if you don't build the team, you can go and use them in another side. So in goal, we have Adeola. I've used him in this team. I had another version of him on the same account, bought him on the RTG. He's actually a very, very good shot stopper. Sketchy from like corners, and when the ball's in the air, he tends to rush out a little bit, but he makes up for it being just overpowered when it comes to shot stopping. We've got Arias in the right back position. He is fairly cheap, first owner, but I think you can buy him up for like 1,005. And the one thing that I want to mention is that because fullbacks and centre backs have this catch-up speed, you may as well apply a chem style that's focusing on physical, defending, dribbling, passing, and that's pretty much it. Unless you're wanting to score a ton of goals, but that doesn't really make sense because corners are so overpowered, you don't really need good finishing stats. Smalling's been scoring bicycle kicks for me. So I think the best chem style to use on a fullback right now, before the game is patched, Sentinel. Up the physical, up the defending, if they're even working. That's for you guys to decide. But Arias in the right back position, he held it down. Langley, oh my god, he's pretty overpowered. I've been recommended him, 6'1", medium to high work rates, balanced defending stats, good physical, and I applied the anchor chem style on him. We've got Kimembe, I think that I'm pronouncing that right, hopefully. 6'2", high to high work rates, and actually, funny enough, high to high work rates, I was looking at other defenders, one of them being Ramos, one of them being Koulibaly, and I was kind of put off. I didn't realize this guy has high to high, and he's fine. So I think Koulibaly is someone that I want to try out next, but he's so overpowered. One of my favorite centre backs on the game currently. In the left back position, like I mentioned, with the Sentinel chem style, stick it on Mendy, and this guy, it was fine. I didn't notice him to be doing anything that bad. CDM positions, we've gone for something a little bit different here. So as this it isn't too narrow, but it does offer some width. I wanted someone to be pushing up through the middle just so I could hold possession a little bit better, and then it acts as like that 4-2-3-1. Essentially, like you've got that cam pushing up, and it's all right, you know, like Rabiot, he plays that role very well. He has high attacking, medium defensive. In the middle, he's fantastic on the ball, really comfortable, good strength, awesome breakup play. Like he doesn't seem to get those 50-50 rebounds against him. Like when he goes in for a challenge, he demands the ball, and more often than not, yeah, he comes away with it. Like I'm not saying he's going to win every single duel, but this guy, he's favored to it. For some reason, he's awesome. Sal in that right defensive midfield position. Wait until you see this goal that I've scored with the guy. Medium to high work rate, so he's the actual CDM to stay back, but he's not really an out-and-out CDM because he's very good with his feet, and I believe that you need that on the game. 15,750. Didn't really notice him to have like bad defensive stats, but then what he's offering in attack, comfortable on the ball, good range of passing, and I didn't notice his pace. These two actually, worked very, very well together. Right attacking midfield position, so I've had to convert Ben Yedder from striker to cam. If you've got enough coins to go and pick up his inform, fair enough. I didn't notice his stamina to be a problem, and then his dribbling stats, the way he's playmaking, and that's really it. It comes down to playmaking on this game, being able to turn sharp, and I think Ben Yedder offers a lot in that position. 5-star weak foot as well to cut inside. I don't think he scored. Oh no, he got 2 goals, 2 assists. Damn, that's not so bad. 7 games, 2 goals, 2 assists. On the opposite side, we have Depay, and some people are saying, yo, Fuji, I think this guy's overpowered in front of goal. You've got to try him out. So 11,750, 7 games, 4 goals, 2 assists. Inside the box, he was okay. Like, he was pretty good. He was scoring. Outside the box, you got to see these goals. Time, finesse, flying in. And there's another player in this team that I was actually taken back by. Rodrigo was good, right? He wasn't as good as the other striker that we're using. But when you're in a position with the guy, he was scoring goals. Maybe getting missed out of the play a little bit or going missing, but I think that's just because of how good Gamero was. Nothing against this guy. I think for his price, 14,000, seems pretty good. He's offering the height, which you do need a little bit of, the dribbling, the shooting. I quite like him, but it's this man. Gamero, what the hell is wrong with his finishing? 7 games, 6 goals, 4 assists, 4-star skills, which is great. His dribbling doesn't even feel that bad, but his finishing is actually legitimately broken. Finesse, long shots, just any type of long shot with the guy, or even inside the box, so clinical. I'm talking Mertens quality. This guy reminded me of that shot, and he is 100% recommended. And I stuck on the sniper chem style is that the marksman chem style? I'm pretty sure. Yes, marksman chem style for those two, and then we had hunter chem styles for these two, and anchor for the 2 CDMs. Let's go into the clips, boys. And oh no, before I show you that, you wanted to know the custom tactics, right? So the custom tactics, as you don't need to change anything, just go into the game on balance, pressure on heavy touch, possession play, everything is pretty much on balance. And then the instructions, I told these 2 to get in behind, nothing for the cams, 2 CDMs to stay back while attacking, and the fullbacks to stay back. Worked very well for me. Let's go into the clips. So just to start off with, I will let the clips do all the talking. I've scored some fantastic goals. Gamero, class finisher, Depay, wonderful, wonderful cards. But I want to still talk because I got a lot to say. Yesterday, I went over onto Twitter and I was looking through some of those tweets, and I see quite a few people crying out for a patch. Now, personally, the way I feel the game is, there's an awesome balance when it comes to pace. Defensively, it allows you to use Rabiot, Sal, you've got Langley, that aren't your typical meta cards, but they are playable on the game. And what does that offer? Variety. Whereas on FIFA 18, you would just go for Bailly, and pretty much that's it. Like, what was it? Bailly, Valencia, and then build icons upon icons, teams. Like, you know, it was quite dumb. This game, there's a lot more to it. Now, I know it's frustrating at first when you're through on goal with Mbappe and you have to turn back just to get an attack going again. Whereas like on FIFA 18, if you did a 1-2, although there was still some sort of catch up on that game, it wasn't as strong. So you could just pace through and get the goal. Whereas now, even if you see that finish line running through towards the keeper and a centre back is near you, my opinion and my advice to you is just to quickly turn back, play it back, and then go on the attack again. You just got to keep turning, you know, and that's what this game is favoring: agility, skill. And that's why I've put something similar together with Ben Yedder as a cam, Depay as also the wide cam, and then you have 2 quality finishes. Like, most of the time you don't even need to get inside the box. You can see these goals. I'm outside, I'm pinging these time shots, and Gamero and Depay are just the best at it. Rodrigo did have a good finish, and so did Sal. Sal's actually class. But you see what I mean? Like, you can't have it both ways. If they change the pace, then it makes it so a large majority of the players are actually unplayable, and then I believe that the game would get stale. But I hear your thoughts, and I think build-up play, again, what they've decided to bring in when you're passing it back to your centre backs is that they lose all composure. They struggle to hold possession because they don't want people to just pass it around the back. And that's why they've introduced the high pressure game, because on top of that, you have to rush. Like, you play back to a centre back, it's already not delayed, but very, very sloppy, and the passes are under hit. And then if you're coming up against someone who's playing high pressure, he's most likely going to get the ball off of you. Maybe what I would say though is I was under the impression that the high pressure tactic would really kill stamina. And I haven't noticed it that much. Like, when I've come up against good teams and they're playing that style throughout the first half, and then in the second, it's still there. And I don't know if they're going to patch that a little bit where it affects stamina just a little more. But I'm actually quite enjoying the game. Just the skilling, the way, like, skilling isn't overpowered, but it's just very, very fun to put off the skill moves. The dribbling, the tight turns. Yes, AI defending needs to be toned down just a little bit. AI blocks, very overpowered. AI positioning and the way that they're so clued up to the game, that needs to be toned down. But I think EA have done like a good job. We asked for our AI to actually do something, not just stand there. Now they have, and people are complaining. It's very, very difficult to suit everyone when it comes to AI control. I would say just knock it down a little bit. I even struggle defending as it is now, and I'm someone to say tone it down. It's too much, and it is annoying when you're against someone who is parking the bus and stuff. But then again, you got to pop those long shots, and that's what it comes down to. If someone's holding back and you can't break them down, you need to get those time finishes into your game. And for 50,000 coins, you can be bringing in, you can build this team, which is very, very strong. But players I would actually genuinely take away from it: Gamero, class finisher. Depay, very, very good shot outside the box. I think he's actually got a better long shot than inside the box. We have Rodrigo, that isn't as good as Gamero, but he's still a fantastic option. Beneta is beautiful on the ball to play make and get those attacks going, and then if he is overlapping and he gets himself into a nice position, it's going to go in. Rabiot is an overpowered machine and he suits the game. You've got Sal, that is just that technical CDM where he can play make, score goals, and also tackle. He's actually well worth the coins. Someone that I was just so impressed with when I was playing the draft, and I had to bring him into this team. And the defense is just going to get the job done for now until you can start bringing in like Raphael Varane and all of those OP players. It's good enough. But let me know your thoughts towards the game, and if you are struggling in any areas, let me know, and I'll be covering it inside of the RTG. I'll give you some tips and I'll show you how I'm building up, how I'm scoring goals, and all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching, boys. Go and build this team. Try the players I recommended out. If you don't want to build it, leave a like, and I'll see you on the next one. Team out. Peace.